I'd like to introduce Winston Seeley, Professor Winston Seeley, who's here back in St. Lucia because he's here to support our Raspberry Pi workshop for students and teachers. And I'm Germain Anthony, Curriculum Specialist for Technology Integration in the Ministry of Education. One of the reasons we wanted to embark on this activity is really in line and in sync with our ICT strategy, policy and strategy for St. Lucia. We are looking at integrating more and more means of digital technology into the curriculum. And so that means, for the most part, ebooks, it means training, but it also means new devices, hardware and software that would aid instruction and learning in schools. The Raspberry Pi itself is quite unique in the sense that it brings the power of computing into the classroom. And I say computing deliberately because it's not just a matter of being able to code, it's not just a matter of being able to use a computer, but it's a matter of being able to understand the computer, what it does, how it's built, what you can do with it. And I think some of the instances before where we've had just hackathons, activities, competitions, you could see how the students, young, how they come alive because they realize they can solve real world problems, everyday problems they've had, if they apply themselves with the right technology. So for us, it's really about getting students as well as teachers embracing technology, being able to leverage it, being able to understand it, and we think it's very important for our students, particularly now, to learn a lot of these digital and computer-oriented skills. So Winston, maybe you can speak a bit about why you're doing this, maybe first what CariSTEM is about, and why you're here in St. Lucia doing this, also maybe why the Raspberry Pi platform.
So CariSTEM is an initiative by Dr. Sandhill where we are trying to foster science, technology, engineering and math topics and concepts throughout the region. We saw it fit in to look at St. Lucia since we were both from the island. And I contacted Germain and we worked towards setting up this workshop for both students and teachers throughout the island. We decided on the Raspberry Pi. It's an inexpensive computer that has full capabilities from computing to prototyping to design, etc. So we decided on that platform and we've been working all week in getting that done. We had 3 sessions with students and 2 with teachers for the week.
Thanks, Winston. Well, one thing I can say, the participants who were present on all 5 days, they seemed very happy, very pleased, and maybe very accomplished because they were able to achieve what we set out for each day. And I think by the end of the day, they were supposed to work and produce a traffic light application.
Yes.
And so everyone was able to do that. Amazingly, the students didn't feel any kind of trepidation or fear. Maybe somewhat in the beginning, but by the end of the day, they were well acquainted with what's going on. They had worked in groups, they had bonded well, and I think that really is testament to the fact that when you put students in an environment where they're engaged, where they feel they're learning something new, that has something to do with technology, that you can really expect some self-directed learning to take place.
Yeah.
And we can expect that these students really the sky is the limit where that's concerned.
And again, the nice thing with the project was we decided to provide certain modular features in programming using Python and then allow the students to explore other areas and venues.
The future.
Okay. So for the future, I'm hoping both Winston and Nicholas are going to be coming back. In the interim, what we'll be doing will be the ministry will be supplying each of the schools that participated with a Raspberry Pi kit, and the teachers will be expected to continue with some of the activities from what was learned at these workshops at the schools. We anticipate many of the schools are going to integrate the Raspberry Pi into their science fair submissions for next year. And also, since many of them were STEM teachers, we anticipate that they'll be using the Raspberry Pi in their teaching. and maybe coming up with new activities that would probably bring to life some of the concepts, the abstract ones, that some of the students have been struggling with. And so further in the future, we expect, well, when you guys come back, a new batch will be introduced, and we're going to make more progress that way.
How he sees the future. How does he see? How do we see the future, CariSTEM? How does CariSTEM see the future, actually?
I think at CariSTEM, this is kind of our pilot program for this year, and the intentions are to disseminate throughout the Caribbean region and further work with Germain and the ministry in building and developing some of the skill sets throughout the island with the students and the teachers. So thanks for the invite, Germain, and we hope to see you soon.
Yes. Thank you for volunteering.
Thank you.